Home for NFL football, and it is this place, wondrous SoFi Stadium here in Inglewood. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Minnesota Vikings and the Los Angeles Chargers. Dustin Hopkins about set to get us started, and off we go from SoFi Stadium. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. First and 10. Loomis swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Well, there you go, Charles, the first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his career.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Looking to throw. Loomis. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it. Yard line.
T.J. Hockenson, a gain of 12, and the Vikings first down.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. A first carry here for Kene Nwangu. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And picked up by the Chargers. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, a pick six on the first play of the drive. And, Charles, we have our first points of the game, making it 6-0.
And while it's only 6 points in the first quarter, it certainly takes a lot of pressure off of them, doesn't it? They're in the lead. They have control. Now they just want to settle in and play their game and defend that advantage.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0.
Chargers, nothing.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. And no matter your experience level as a quarterback, you throw an interception on that first drive, maybe a little shaken up. Nice response there to get their first down.
I think you make an excellent point. I don't care who you are. You throw an interception, it's going to get to you a little bit. But the ones that we've seen that are the best, you never notice it. They don't come to the bench, throw their helmets. They don't do any of that. They just go back out the next drive and act like it never happened. And that's what we're seeing here.
Herbert on first down now. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time they were up to the challenge.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Now it's Herbert. That's taken in, complete to Reynolds. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Herbert throwing again. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 40. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Next, the receivers have spread the defense out. They were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Here's Herbert. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And down inside the 15 he goes. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Herbert operating from the red zone. Over the middle, complete. That's Williams. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 7-yard line.
Second down and 3. Ball on the 7. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. They are pushed back 5 yards by the delay of game, 2nd and 8. Herbert now. And oh, it'll be intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the Vikings are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
Partner, there's no other way you could describe it because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, a long drive ends in heartbreak and a melancholy trip back to the drawing board. How you like it when I go a little bit lyrical for you?
And they'll get him down up past the 15. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Throwing on first down. Loomis fighting to stay upright. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. First down, Loomis. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Another completion there, and you think about the draft back in the spring. He's selected in the first round, getting the start here, as we mentioned in week 1. It's got to be quite a whirlwind for a young quarterback.
Absolutely, because going in the first round, people are going to clamor for you to be the starter right away, but many teams want you to get your feet wet first, maybe just kind of hang out behind a veteran starter. In this case, though, he ascended right to the top role, and I know he's excited about the opportunity.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 28. That one goes for 24 yards.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
When you're lateral to the line of scrimmage, linebackers keep those shoulders square so they can go up and down. But when it's time to go, turn your shoulders just like a running back. Get through the line and hit the runner in the backfield.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line.
He was brought down at the 26. A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
7th play in the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Loomis able to find Isabella. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down. A nice completion there for the first down. And, Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game has his team right on the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day 1.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it's 2nd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down. This has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
We'll come to the line here, needing 9 yards to pick up the first. To throw on 3rd down, Loomis. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Vikings go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 14-0.
It's the score. Vikings 14. Chargers nothing.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Back to throw here, Herbert. That's into the hands of Reynolds. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. 2 minutes to play. First half is 14-0.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Herbert. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy on the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one. Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
Let's go.
Herbert going to keep it on his sneak. And, boy, that's going to be close. He didn't get much at all there, but he got the first. Looked like they might have held him defensively, but the referee signals it will be a first down.
Well, when you do call quarterback sneak, you don't mind if your quarterback's a little bit on the vertically challenged side, do you? Because he's just going to hide behind his big guys up front and be able to surge forward and pick up the first down.
After the run, now Herbert to throw. It's complete to Williams. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
And that's why you do all the drills that you do from the quarterback position, because you're not going to just throw to your strength. The right-handed quarterback naturally will want to move to the right side to throw the football. But sometimes you've got to go left, and that's exactly what happened on that play. Forced to his left, still able to accurately throw it downfield for a completion.
Second down at 7. Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Complete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To the air again, Herbert. Touchdown, Chargers. Keenan Allen, 28 yards. And the Chargers are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Hopkins with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7.
Vikings 14, Chargers 7. Dustin Hopkins to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Vikings take over first down 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel. Throwing to start the drive. Loomis. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
That's to Cook out of the backfield. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Well, another completion there, and what a big moment in a young quarterback's life, that first NFL start. And Charles, obviously they want him to win games, but if they're looking at him under a microscope in this first month or so, what do you think they're hoping to see from it?
Well, for every question they'll have for him, they should have for themselves as a coaching staff, because it's not just how quickly can he learn the offense, it's what they can teach him, right? How can he build a relationship with his receivers? And, of course, how open is he to learning? And, of course, how open are they to giving him things that he can put in place on the field?
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Loomis. Dalvin Cook now catches on back-to-back plays. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Off the play fake. Loomis. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked off by Lewis Seen. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend, as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Charger drive about to get going.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter three.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 of the 15. 24 yards to gain there. Another first down as well.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Herbert back to the air.
He'll drop this one off to Eckler. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And the Vikings are going to beef up their secondary here. 6 DBs on third. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. That's caught, and it's Eckler again. And the Chargers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Herbert jet sweep as he taps it forward.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Chargers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point good by Hopkins. And we are tied at 14. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. And he'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand-new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And, Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
On 1st and 10, Loomis. That'll be complete to Cook. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards there, 1st down Vikings.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield, but as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a 1st down.
Cook up the gut. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Over 30 yards there. And first downs on 3 consecutive plays now. What we saw there, that's what we know that he can do. He can break tackles and turn them into big runs, and that's what he did.
And what is the buzz phrase nowadays in football for a guy like that? Contact balance. The ability to go through trash, come out the other side, avoid and run through contact, and keep your balance.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked.
Sebastian Joseph Day breaking through for the sack.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. From the gun, it's a give to Cook.
72 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd down, Loomis
Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
And he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. And his kick is right there. It's good, and they take a 17-14 lead.
So a response there to the touchdown of the opening drive of this 3rd quarter as they're able to reclaim the lead.
And I think you'll take that because obviously you'd like to be able to match them touchdown for touchdown, but the first order of business was to get the lead back, and they've done that. Now you want to give a good pep talk to your defense to take it from there.
The Charger drive about to get going. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Harrison Smith.
You've got to know as a quarterback that's going to be tough to outthink this guy in the defensive backfield. He's been at it 11 years now, so he knows all the ins and outs of the position, and he's in the right spot there to come up with the interception.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive. Loomis. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
To throw on 2nd down, Loomis setting up the screen for Cook. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. offense on third down today. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Loomis. And he's got it. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
So a nice throw there. And, CD, I'd have to think you've been impressed with what you've seen thus far here in his debut.
Now, you know me well. I have been impressed because what I've seen is him starting to understand how to play the game in a short amount of time. The dazzling plays, they'll come with experience. But right now, we're seeing him handle the game, make all the smart plays, and the right reads.
It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Dalvin Cook, so good in the open field, but he's equally good down here near the goal line. He can find those seams and just push his way through. So he might get another chance or two to punch this one in.
They'll try and sneak it here. And I don't think he got in. The big bodies up front held him at the 1. Officially no gain on the sneak. Kind of a wasted play there, and now it's 3rd down.
Almost want to go Shakespeare here. My kingdom, 4 yard. Quarterback sneak, nothing doing.
Better be careful. Shakespeare might sue you.
Yeah, he might come get me, right? Good luck with that, Bard.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. They'll roll him out right. Touchdown, Vikings!
Touchdown,
Dalvin Cook from a yard out. And the Vikings will add to their 4th quarter lead. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Vikings 24, Chargers 14.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fair catch, made only 20-yard line. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Herbert steps away to his left. And that is incomplete.
And I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Here's Herbert. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 19. This is a counter play. Eckler He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Herbert now.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, AllDay. A great effort there. Making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Chargers have made it a one-score game again. Here the 4th. Hopkins with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 29-yard line. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand-new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have the full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and then, by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he is going to have the 1st down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their 1st timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. And his defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Again, it's Cook. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. Last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll try the middle with Cook. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. False start there. That will set the offense back 5 yards.
Brandon, the lineman, certainly flinched there before the snap. A good call.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Cook following the penalty. And they stop him up short of the 1st down as they get him at about the 43. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now.
Boy, what would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Let's go.
On 4th down, Loomis. That's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Charger defense stands tall and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. And the Vikings have just about sewn up this football game.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Victory formation time for the Vikings as they'll take a knee here. They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in Week 1. And just how they envision the start of the season, kneeling it down, defense can't stop the clock. This one's a winner.
You know, it's really strange. I think a lot of people think that the kneel-down practice stuff really only happens like 1 time a week. The best teams I know, they practice starting back in OTAs. They want them to visualize winning a game and how great that feels, and they got it done in this one.
Yep, a knee gets them to 1-0. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's got to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of the season.
So for the Vikings, it wasn't always pretty, but they do eke out the Week 1 victory here by a field goal.